If you're new to this channel, we're all about personal, financial, and spiritual growth. If you're interested in topics like this, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. As you can see by the title of this video, I am going to be telling you guys 4 habits that can keep you poor and you're just draining your bank account. So that's what I'm going to get into today. If you're having trouble with just keeping your money and trying to see where all your money is going, this video is for you, and it will give you some ideas on how to actually enjoy all of your hard-earned money. I know that I struggled with this in the past, and I had to just shift my life around and focus on what I'm actually doing with my money. What am I actually doing with my time? Because that wasn't it. I'm sorry, that was not it. I had to just reevaluate my life and my finances and just shift my mindset, and yeah, so that's what we're going to be getting into today. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get into the video. So the first habit that might be keeping you poor is living beyond your means.
Now, girl,
I know you love having your hair done. I know you love all the designers, the shoes, the socks. I don't know. Your pajama. I don't know. But don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's okay to shop at other places. It's okay. Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. There's some cute basics at Walmart. I'm sorry, and they just $3, $5, whatever. But don't live beyond your means. You know what you need to pay for. You know that rent has to be due every month on the 1st. So why are you buying Versace on the 30th?
that's beyond me.
I know, like I said, I'm not trying to shame you guys. It's me. It was me. Okay, first of all, I never bought designer, but I just bought things. So don't do this. I know that the way social media is nowadays, the way the world is nowadays, people just have to have stuff to feel valuable, to feel like people like you, to fit in. You don't have to fit in. You're not on this earth to fit in. God didn't make you to fit in with other people on this earth. Okay, I know that sounds harsh, but be your own person. You don't need things or need to impress everybody. You don't need to impress anybody. The only people that you need to be focused on is yourself, your mental health, and God, and your family. You don't need John down the road to know that you have a Corvette. You don't need a Corvette. You don't need a Corvette. You don't. You can get a Honda. I don't know, but you don't need that. What are your necessities in life? What do you need, not want? Put your needs ahead of your wants. Everything will pretty much fall into place. You won't be stressing about the next person. You don't know what they're going through, guys. Like, yes, they might have a Tesla, but what did they do to get that Tesla? They probably didn't even buy the Tesla. So you, as a person that's living like an average salary, you're trying to buy a Tesla on average salary money. Like, for what? So don't base your life on social media. Don't base your life on the next person. I'm just tired of looking at people being the same. You know what I mean? How are you gonna buy that house that you've always wanted if you're trying to impress the next John? How? Like, you can be bougie on a budget. You can go to like Walmart or Target, and you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to do all that stuff. You don't need that. All right, let's get into the second habit that may be keeping you poor is not looking into your debt or ignoring your debt. Don't ignore your debt. They will come back and bite you in the butt. Think about it. If you're paying like $20 towards your debt, that's not going to what you actually owe. That's going to interest. Most of that money, you have to pay off interest and everything first. So go ahead and, instead of buying that Versace and all that other stuff, go ahead and sacrifice your wants and put that wants money into paying your debts. Once all that stuff is paid off, you will have more money to get a little bit of what you actually want. You'll have more money to save up for that house. You'll have more money to get your hair done every month or whatever you want to do. You'll have more money to do those things. Don't ignore your debt. That's step number 2, but it should be number 1. Create a budget. Like, I showed you guys a little bit about the budgeting system in one of my videos. I'll pin it up at the top. You shouldn't be spending more money on things that you don't really need right now, but you want, and not trying to pay off the debt that you actually have in this moment. You're just putting yourself more in debt. So the third thing that may be keeping you poor is not saving up for emergencies. So we all know hospitals are very expensive. We all know that your car, you be having a great day and your car will blow its tire off in like 2 seconds. You might be done with your debt, but you're not saving, and you blew your tire and you're just having a bad day because you blew your tire. Not having your emergency funds account set up will cost you in the long term. Like, I know this firsthand as well. Also focus on setting up your emergency fund, getting that stability so that if something does happen, we already know, like I said, we already know hospitals are expensive in the US. Trying to get care, trying to get medical care is expensive in the US. Don't leave yourself vulnerable. You never know what can happen. So please set up your emergency funds account and make sure you have some backing just to help you out if you need it. Number 4 is focusing on instant gratification instead of actually investing into your long-term goals. Now we know we all have done this so far. I talked about, you know, the first point, which was living beyond your means and all this other stuff. I'll give you an example. So if you're renting a house and you see like, oh my gosh, this home over here, home number 1, is like, this rent is crazy through the roof, but it's a nice house, is what I want right now. Those are my aesthetic and all this other stuff, but I can't afford it right now. It's like hundreds of dollars beyond what I'm willing to pay right now. And then you look at house number 2 that you're trying to rent, and you're like, okay, this is below, like $100 below what I am willing to spend, but it's not the aesthetic that I'm looking for. I don't know about this, I don't know about that, and all this other stuff. Girl, go ahead and take house number 2. Like, you got to think about your long-term goals. Yes, house number 1 will be a great house for you. It fits your personality, it fits your aesthetic and all this other stuff. But house number 2 will allow you to save $100 a month, or $200, or whatever that amount is, and you can put that money towards paying your debt off or put it into the emergency fund. It keeps going back to living beyond your means, but that instant gratification of, oh, I have the house that I want, but I'm literally going into further debt because I didn't choose house number 2. It just doesn't make sense to me, because think about your long-term goals too. If you're wanting to, instead of rent the house, you want to buy another house, if you're going with house number 1, you won't have the freedom to actually save up to buy that dream house that you want, which is one of your long-term goals. But if you get house number 2, you can save the extra $300 a month towards buying that house. I want you guys to actually think about all the things that I talked about in this video. I want you to actually look at your life, reflect, and be honest with yourself. What can you do? Are you living beyond your means? Are you spending your money on your wants instead of what you need right now? Your wants instead of your debt, paying off your debts? Your wants instead of having an emergency fund for your kids? Like, I want you guys to just self-reflect right now. Don't click off of this video yet. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to this channel if you feel like it was helpful or useful information. Stay tuned for the next video, which is on Monday, which is a how-to video. I'll see you guys next time. Have a blessed day.